And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Baseball coming up on this Memorial Day. It's the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch coming your way next.
From your Los Angeles Angels.
So almost ready to get underway. And getting to start for the Angels, Kyle Hendricks. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he's on at first.
Batting second, first baseman, Ben Rice.
And now, Ben Rice. Ground ball to first, could be two. Shanuel toss to second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Here is Aaron Judge. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Judge rips that one. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Down in order go the Yankees. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here at Angel Stadium. And today's starting pitcher, Luke Weaver. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
And there's a foul ball. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And that's a strikeout looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Now at the plate, Nolan Shanuel. Fought off foul. One out, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Slings to first, and a couple of quick outs. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
It's in and out of his glove. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. Angels go down 1-2-3. Scoreless after one. Back in Anaheim, top of the second,
Yankees,
and up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Hendricks back to work. And a foul ball. Bellinger is an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a fourth-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit one homer his senior year.
Dominguez.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. To the right side. Shanuel takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Adele makes the catch. Inning over. Offense held in check there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Got the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Taylor Ward.
Up the middle. And it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Wastes no time there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Runner at first with no outs here. Foul ball there. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Travis d'Arnaud will come up to hit. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Strike 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Right through there for a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
No score here in the second. Way out front for strike 2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
On the ground to third. Fair ball. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Joe Adell swings through it for strike one. Next pitch is inside, and it's 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Yankees catcher now, J.C. Esquera. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Fly ball to right. Adell puts it away for the out, and there's one down. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit.
Baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
And that one fouled off. Here's your 1. That one fouled off. Top of the third, no score. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Batting ninth, third baseman,
Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. The relay throw. He's in there.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Reached on an infield single his first time. Anderson whips it to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out. And that is that. One left for the Yankees, and we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Kyron Paris. Swing and a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Puts a bunt down. Rice. They put the tag on him, and he gets the job done.
Up next for the Angels, first baseman,
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Nolan Schanuel, the next to hit. Grounded out his first time. And that's in there for strike 1. Paris, the runner at second with 1 away. And a foul ball. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here comes Yohan Moncada.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. That one down the line, and that's a fair ball. Here comes Paris. The throw in, but it's offline.
Well done. Drives in the run. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Taylor Ward getting ready to hit. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending.
And he's got it in right field for the third out, so that'll do it. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. On to the fourth, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice. Hendricks, a 6'3" righty, 190 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these Yankees definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ward. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Yankees,
Aaron Judge
right
now.
Fielder,
He's
Aaron
0 for 1.
Judge.
He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here comes Belly to take his cuts. And
That's
ball 1.
1-0.
Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Over to Anderson. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. He's 0 for 1. That one ripped. And it slams off the bottom of the wall. Bellinger on his way home. The relay safe. It's 1-1.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Go ahead run on base. And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Flied to right his first time. That's to third. Now a jump throw. In there safely.
In there.
It's good hustle. They were talking about an emerging leader on a team. Those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example, you know, game in, game out.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. J.C. Esquera will hit next. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Volpe flying around third and headed home. In to score from first, and it's 3-1.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So runner at second, 2 down. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. And that's way high. 1-0. Base knock right field. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Oswald Peraza now at the plate. Doubled his first time up. Out to short. They take the force out. They limit the damage here. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the inning.
And
now it's the DH for the Angels. Jorge Soler.
Designated hitter. Jorge
After putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across. This is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
0-1.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Chases that one out of the zone. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
So here's Darno with 1 out. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And there's a ball.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Rengifo in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. And the Angels are gone in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. Back here at Angel Stadium, we go to the top of the 5th. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Hendricks back to work. In the air, right field. Adele going after it. Makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ben Rice.
And up next for New York, Ben Rice. 0 for 2 in this one. That one lifted to left. Ward sizing it up. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
2 outs, base is empty. Aaron Judge, the next to hit, 1 for 2. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Yanks lead 1 as the lead remains 3-1. Back in Anaheim, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Joe Adele. And that's in for a strike.
You know, these Angels, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes from a pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Kyron Paris, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
And now it's Tim Anderson. And it's fouled away. That one to first, Rice. He'll do it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. Yankees 3 and the Angels 1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Jack Kachanowicz. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Angels, number 41, Jack Kachanowicz.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees.
Left fielder, Jason
Drove it off the wall
Dominguez.
last time, just missed out on a home run.
Into center, Paris on the move. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch
now
on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a man aboard now with one away.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And stepping in for the Yankees, runner takes off, pitches low, and safe.
1 ball, no strike.
It's a stolen base. Out to short, Anderson. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Here's DJ LeMahieu. First pitch just misses. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one laced to center and a base hit. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an RBI single.
Now
it's
batting,
4-1.
third baseman,
Couple of hits in a row
Oswald
for him here.
Peraza.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Next to hit, Oswald Peraza on the ground to the left. Finds its way through, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting, the center fielder, Paul Goldschmidt.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Two outs. Good job to fight that one off. Yankees up by 3. And down on strikes. Good job at damage control right there. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Yankees 4 and the Angels 1. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now Nolan Schanuel. First pitch, and it just misses. Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Oh, he's really working that inside
1-2
corner
the
with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him swinging on the curveball. It is 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Moncada now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first, and they get the out.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Two down, base is empty, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward. That clips the corner.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start. Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. Angels go quietly there, and they trail it 4-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brock Burke.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking
Now
for
pitching
quality
for
pitches
the
out of him right
Angels.
here. Got to do his best to keep
Number
the score
46.
right where it is.
Brock Burke.
On the ground to first. He takes it on his own, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Really nice job to get your first out of
Up
the ball
next
game.
for the Yankees, right fielder Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting,
And here
designated
comes
hitter
Bellinger.
Cody
0
Bellinger.
for 3 with 3 groundouts. Ball 1 there. Burke, 28 years old.
1-0.
And he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2014. Man at first, 1 away. Up and in, ball 2. And that one hammered. Ward ranging back. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. And that should quiet this home crowd. And they add a couple more. It's 6-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. And he grounds one to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone
Now
right
batting,
there and produced
shortstop,
exactly what he was
Anthony
looking for.
Volpe.
Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time, and that is the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Jorge Soler. The right-hander back to work. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. Now around second, going for third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here is Darno. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. Soler at third with nobody out.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-2. That's down and
2
in.
and 2.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground to third. Out at the plate.
He's out.
Now batting.
That really
second
hurts right there.
baseman,
This is no
Luis
time to gamble. When you're down in the
Benito.
ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels.
That's a ball.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Foul ball. The 1-1. On the ground right side. 4, 6,
Got him.
3 double play. And the inning is over. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. We look ahead to inning number 8. Yankees 6 and the Angels 1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Angels.
and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th.
60.
Hunter Strickland.
Hunter
Well, they need someone to stop the
Strickland.
bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Leading
Here's
off
the
for
Yankees catcher
Yankees.
now, J.C.
Catcher, number
Esquera.
25.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
On the ground right side. Throws to
That's
first. First out in the top of the 8th.
With all those extra base
Now
hits,
batting,
it's
second
easy to think
baseman,
we're going to see that trend
DJ
continue
LeMahieu.
the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. Pretty
He's out
nice
of
play
there.
there. Two outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Oswald Peraza. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
No
Two
balls,
outs,
1
base
strike.
is empty. Swing and a ball line to center. Paris snags it, and that is that. So the Yanks go in order. They still lead it, though, 6-1. Bottom of the 8th. Here's
And
Joe
leading
Adele.
off for the Halos. Right fielder. Joe
Out of the
Adele.
bullpen for the Yankees, Ryan
Now pitching for
Yarbrough.
New York.
Coming on to face a righty here,
Number
and he's been
33.
fantastic against him this
Ryan
year. His
Yarbrough.
numbers in those matchups are very good.
And that one fouled off. Fastball for a strike. 0-2 now. Swings and misses. Snuck the fastball by him.
Now batting.
Kyron
center
Paris
fielder,
digs in now.
Kyron Paris.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
There's the strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And a foul ball. Right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
There's Tim Anderson now.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
This one in the air. LeMahieu pulls that one down, and that is that. Nothing doing here this half. Ninth inning coming up. Yankees 6 and the Angels 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Paul Goldschmidt. Strickland back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Up the middle. Tosses to first. Now one gone in the ninth.
Now batting, first baseman, Ben Rice.
And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. Oh, great stop. The throw. And very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron
Here comes Aaron
Judge.
Judge. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Judge comes up empty there.
0-1.
And that one misses up and in. And that's ball one.
1-1.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Lifted in the air, right center field. Adele brings it in, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. Yankees 6 and the Angels 1. And we're back. All set for the bottom of the ninth. So in now for the Angels, Nolan Schanuel. He swings and fouls one off. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Angels,
Here is Moncada.
Yoan Moncada.
Clips the corner. It's 0-1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty.
Now batting,
Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Taylor Ward.
Tap foul at the plate. Schanuel leads off first with 1 away. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Well struck left field. Back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. His 16th homer of the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 6-3. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
Soler stands in now and watches strike one. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter.
0-2.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Angels with only one out left.
Now batting, the
Travis
catcher,
d'Arnaud
Travis
digs in.
d'Arnaud.
0 for 3 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. They're down to their final strike.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
The Angels down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.